everybody, welcome back to the channel. This is Connie, and today we are working on my car again. Yeah, I was heading into town the other day and a light popped on and it started messing up my car. So my husband had to check it out, and we're going to go out there and he's going to tell you what it is. Alright, so he's got the hood up, and what it was doing was I was kind of losing power as I was driving. And it's been doing that for a couple of days, but no lights came on. Then yesterday I had a light come on. I turned around and came right back home because I didn't know what the problem was. So the problem ended up being
your throttle, electronic throttle positioning. I got the thing over here. My scanner, I did a test on the electronic throttle control and it failed.
Okay, so I'm trying to, if you guys can see that, there we go. That's what the code come up.
You got all your info on your vehicle after I did the test. Had to put the engine size in there. And it comes with the make and model, powertrain control module. Then it tells me the electronic throttle control ETC system, bank 1, force limited RPMs. That means you're in limp mode, which I figured out was going to happen.
Okay.
That's probably what was going on. That's why I went on and ordered that part and got it the next day.
I will put a picture of the code that I got that shows on my vehicle anyways. I don't know if they're the same on all vehicles. I drive a Jeep Compass, and that way if you guys ever see that code, you'll know exactly what is happening, because that was a code I had never seen before, and I actually had to look in my book to try to figure it out.
Yep, I went to read ETC, confirm. Okay, I got the car off, but I had to go into there's your auto scan, confirm. I did hot functions, throttle adaptation, and I did the throttle test. You have to have the key on, and when you go through it, it does a test where it opens, close, opens, close. It's all electronic controlled.
Okay, so this pretty much tells you exactly what's going on, or is something you have to deduce yourself?
Yep.
You have to figure it out yourself?
Yep.
It just pretty much tells you what is happening, and then you have to figure it out from there.
Yep. And it's either going to be the pedal, which is electronic. It communicates with the electronic throttle body. If that fails up front, change that out, and it should be fine. But I ordered both parts just in case, because they're both electronic.
Yeah.
Because if one communicates and the other one decides not to communicate with the new part, then I have to put the other new part on.
Okay. It's normal. Things are going to start failing because, just like everything else, it gets old and has to be repaired. So, fortunately, yeah, this is the original part. Yep. This is what failed. And
you got water in it, sounds like it too.
Yeah, it sounds like there's water in it. I don't think you guys can pick that up, but
you can see it right inside where it's all burnt up.
Yeah. This is the old one. Yeah. And then here is the brand spanking new one. And he did get it on Amazon overnighted, so he figured that was the problem. But if this doesn't fix it, then he does have the pedal coming in, and
but this failed.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. So, yeah, I was losing power is what was happening, and
no, it's right down there.
And it just goes right in there.
You can probably get a better picture from this way.
So it'll go where that hole is right there. Yep. You guys can see that hole, that black hole right there? That's where it'll go. So we're going to see if this fixes the problem. If not, then he's going to have to... Wait, you put a new pedal on?
Yeah, it's an electronic pedal. It has 2 bolts, electronic connector. So when you push it down, it senses, it lets the throttle body know that you're accelerating.
Okay.
This will actually cause you to not lose power, waste gas. It'll put you in limp mode for 5 to 12 miles an hour.
And limp mode means can't go any faster than 5 to 10 miles an hour because it protects the motor.
Yep.
And transmission, right?
Yep. And plus, when you start losing where you can't go at a certain speed and it basically run like a turd when you're trying to go down the road, it'll cause an issue like that.
Yeah, and then you have 15 people behind you honking at you.
Yep.
And we didn't want that to happen, so...
This might boost up your thing.
And with the prices of gas right now, we can't afford to have anything messing with that in this economy. So we need to be able to get the best gas mileage as we possibly can out of it. And with that defaulting, that was really sucking up the gas. So hopefully with this piece, that will help the gas mileage as well.
Yep.
All right, so I'll be back when he gets it all in and we get it tested out. Okay, my husband was able to fix the car and he figured out that the air filter was bad. And this
PCV valve was bad. Which soaked the other filter
soaked the filter
inside that's the little mini one that keeps oil from going into the air filter box.
Okay, so it soaked that all up.
They don't make this. Well, they don't carry it anywhere, so I grabbed the lawnmower filter.
And made your own?
Made my own.
There you go, guys.
Same thickness, just had to cut the width off of it.
That's how you do that. So, he says it's working. Did you test it?
Yep.
Okay. So he took it for a drive. That's pretty dirty.
Got a little bit more pep to it now.
A little more pep?
Yep.
So, yeah.
$18 for this, $9 for that. Basically, these 2 items right here cost me $43.
So you just went to
Advance Auto for these uptown, and Tractor Supply for that.
Okay. All right. Well, you guys know how it goes with cars. When it's one thing, it's always more. So it's never just one thing. But at least he got it fixed, and I get to motor on down the road again to my yard sales. Hubby to the rescue again. Thanks, babe.
You're welcome.
I've pretty much decorated for summer. I didn't get that on camera. It was just something I decided to do one night. But I do have a few little things to hang up yet. So we're going to go ahead and do that. So there's that vignette. I think it looks really cute. I just kept this part really simple. I picked up one of those placemats from the Dollar General, and the day that I went, their home decor was buy one get one half off. So I went ahead and picked that up. I made this just out of a Dollar Tree piece of wood, and I Mod Podged the flag on there, which is a napkin, and then I decorated the outside. Just a very, very simple. And I think that looks really pretty right there. Then I did switch my living room around. I had the couch on this wall over here by the windows. I moved it over there. The TV was over here. I moved it back over there. There's only 2 ways to move around this stuff. And that's the only 2 ways to do it, unfortunately. but I like to move it at least just twice a year. Once in the spring, summer, and the other one fall, winter. I made these stars. I have 2 of them, and I just used popsicle sticks, painted them, and added a little bow at the top. And I'm going to hang them right on those hooks up there. Okay, they're awful high up there. Nobody would ever notice they're up there, but I do. I think they look cute. Little stand, I just took another one of those wood pieces and added the Jenga blocks, and then I had some of the beads from Amazon. Just put a piece of fabric over it, distress that, put some twine around it, and I have a little riser. That works perfectly for my little candle. Another riser. So I went ahead and made this with 2 more pieces of those wood. I just put some twine there around it with some beads, some burlap, made a burlap ribbon. Put this on the bottom for stability, and it's just a candle holder. So that gave me another riser for my bird. Basket down there and just added some flowers into that. And we have our fan out here for when it gets hot. I think it looks really pretty. It's just very simple. You guys, look what I was able to rescue from a moving sale today. This old White House cookbook. It is amazing. I have no idea how old it is. Unfortunately, when I was thumbing through it, I noticed it doesn't start until page 49, so there is missing pages. But this thing is older than the hills. I'm going to have to figure out how to date it because the copyright page is missing. But this is so cool, and if you love old cookbooks, this might be interesting to you. This is Edith Roosevelt. It's got some amazing recipes in here. Here's a photo. Martha Washington, A. Adams, Martha Jefferson Randolph, Mrs. James Monroe, D.P. Madison. Amazing. It is in rough condition. And unfortunately it is missing pages, but I think somebody might still be interested in this for their collection. I don't know. The only thing I can do is hopefully I can find it a new home. This is more of the ladies. Mrs. Martin Van Buren, Mrs. Andrew Jackson. Unbelievable. They know how to eat at the White House, that's for sure. Even back in the day, I bet their meals were amazing. Mrs. James K. Polk, Mrs. Abraham Lincoln, Harriet Lane Johnson, cream fritters, German fritters. Here's cakes. Unbelievable. I wish it was complete, but I'm glad I was still able to get it, and hopefully I can find someone that will appreciate it. See, that's rough. It's in rough condition, that's for sure. Toilet recipe items. Cure for pimples. 1 teaspoon of carbolic acid and 1 pint of rose water mixed is an excellent remedy for pimples. Complexion wash. Toilet or face powder. Even have a recipe how to remove freckles. Really? 1 ounce of lemon juice, 1/4 of drachm of powdered borax, and 1/2 drachm of sugar. That must be a measurement back then. Mix it in a bottle, allow them to stand a few days. When the liquor should be rubbed occasionally on the hands and face. Another application is Freyr's balsam, 1 part rose water, 20 parts. Interesting. Pearl smelling salts. Pearl tooth powder. Removing tartar from the teeth. Wow. This is interesting. Toilet items. How to keep your brushes clean. Antidotes for poisons. Toilet soap. French words in cooking. That's interesting. So I hope that I can find somebody that will be interested in this. How to dye or color like silks. You could color silks, woolen goods, cotton goods, table etiquette. And someone wrote their recipe. Popcorn balls, vanilla ice cream, vanilla sauce. So I wanted to share that with you. I thought that was so interesting, and I need to do some research on it. Once I find out how old this book is, I will put it on the screen for you. Okay, y'all. If you need some motivation to clean your car, this is the part of the video you might want to watch. We have to get this car clean. It is disgusting inside. I don't normally let it get this dirty, but we're going to work on it today, and it's going to be shiny again. My girl needs to be happy. My husband got her fixed, so we need to get her clean on the inside. So let's get cleaning. Look at this mess back here. What a disaster. But this is what happens when you're a reseller and you're constantly going to yard sales. You get bags and all kinds of stuff. So that is why we are deep cleaning this car today. Okay, here it is midway, and I'll show you when it's done. I need to go grab my other vacuum because that's going to work back here better, I think. We'll try it. Okay, here we go, y'all. It's all clean. So much better. It always seems like once you clean your car, it rides better. I gotta do the outside, but it was sprinkling a little bit, so I'm gonna wait on that. It's just odds and ends down there, but it's so much cleaner. I have a little tip for you guys. You might know this already, but I'm going to share it anyways. This is a pool noodle, and I like to put it in between the seat so things don't fall in between there. It keeps it much cleaner, and it works perfectly. Just cut a pool noodle in half, and there you go. And then this is just an extra pocket, but that catches dirt and junk too. So, yep, much cleaner. And then this is my GPS system. It was on up there, but every time it gets hot, it falls down. So I have to prop it up in there. Not convenient at all because the sun shines on it and I can't see where I'm going, but you know, at least I have it talking to me, so that helps some. And I didn't do my windows. I'll do them another day. But this feels so good. My girl should be happy now. She got fixed. She's clean. Just gotta clean the outside. Might take her through a car wash this week sometime. Because we weren't even supposed to get rain at all. And it rained just enough to where we had to hurry up and put everything in the car, and by the time we were done with that, it stopped. It was just a few sprinkles. So we haven't had any rain in a while. I know it's been going all around us, but we haven't had nothing in a couple weeks. But the weather has been beautiful, and I'm not complaining. So it allows us to get a ton of stuff done outside. But here we go. We're all clean. So there's your tip. Pool noodle in between those spots. Just cut it down and that. And then I have all these wires, and I just took one of those. I got this from the Dollar Tree years and years and years upon years ago. And I just stick all my extra cords in there because I have it hooked up to the radio and all that. And that way they are out of the way. Yep. All right, you guys. There we are. Clean car. I hope you guys got your cars done too. Or if you didn't, I hope this at least gave you some sort of inspiration to get out there and get it cleaned up. As I'm out here watering the garden today, I thought I'd share something I recently learned that absolutely amazed me. Did you know that plants can actually communicate with each other? Now, they don't talk with words like we do, but scientists have discovered that plants send messages in some pretty incredible ways. When a plant is attacked by insects, it can release chemical signals into the air. Nearby plants can detect those signals and begin strengthening their own defenses before the insects reach them. It's almost like the plant is warning its neighbor that trouble is on the way. But it gets even more interesting. Many plants are connected underground through networks of fungi attached to their roots. Some scientists have nicknamed this the Wood Wide Web. These underground networks allow plants and trees to share nutrients, water, and chemical messages with one another. In some forests, older trees have even been found helping younger trees survive by sharing resources through these connections. Plants can also recognize members of their own family. Some studies suggest they may compete less with closely related plants growing nearby. The more scientists learn about plants, the more we discover that God's creation is far more complex and fascinating than we ever imagined. Standing out here in the garden, it's amazing to think that beneath the soil, there may be an entire network of communication happening that we can't see or hear. It reminds me that even the quietest parts of creation have a purpose and design. The next time you're tending to your flowers or vegetable garden, just remember those plants might be having a conversation of their own. Thanks for spending a little time in the garden with me today. I will see you in the next video. Bye.